Well, good evening, everyone. It's Mike Bass back again with another forecast update for you for this January the 16th, 2026. I'm hoping everybody had a great Friday out there so far. Everybody's had a great Friday evening. Hope everybody can stay safe and well, and also enjoy the weather, because that's the only weather you got. Okay, in tonight's video, we're going to be taking a look at the storm system here moving across the country, and you can see we do have a little upper spin up here across the Dakotas, Minnesota. That will continue to dive on off to the south and east. Expect an area of low pressure to develop down here in the Gulf and ride up the east coast. Could bring some snowfall to portions of Florida Panhandle, to Alabama, Georgia, the Carolinas, all the way up toward Maine. There's still some question marks on how close the system gets and how much cold air will be available for the moisture across the Carolinas. Some of the computer models are hinting at just a little bit of snow maybe along the coastal area. Some producing snow in the upstate, some producing in the Midlands. But right now it's still, but we'll show you the percentage right now. A lot of the percentages what we showed last night is starting to diminish, and it looks more like a cold rain instead of any snowfall activity. But if we do get a burst of snow, could accumulate up to a ½ inch possible. That's the high end amount. The low end amount is 0 snowfall totals and 0 snowfall snowflakes to be falling. So right now we're between, I'm looking at anywhere between maybe no snow, maybe about a 50-50 shot, maybe at a high end. That's the highest end across central South Carolina, maybe 0.5 inches, which would be about a ½ inch of snow. That'd probably be maybe about all. Could be an inch of snow possibly, but them higher snow totals that we was looking at, about 3 to 4 inches, is starting to suppress down to 0. So would not be surprised to see no snowfall out of this system, but right now I will continue to monitor and keep you up to date. But anyway, you can see we got activity. This is the main activity here up here across the Dakotas, spinning down toward the south. Got some activity across Montana through Colorado. Also got another frontal boundary here stretching from the portion of western New York State down into northern Louisiana. Alright, if you have not subscribed to my channel, make sure you subscribe. Also like these videos, share these videos, and let's continue to get the show on the road there, folks. And we'll take a look at their local forecast. I disagree with this forecast, what they got out for tomorrow, but I will show it to you anyway. We got mixed precipitation from eastern Maine all the way down to Delaware, West Virginia, North Carolina, South Carolina, you're included, Virginia, Alabama, and Mississippi. I kind of disagree with this here. With this, I usually don't disagree with the map. I'm usually pretty spot on with what I'm seeing. This is a little bit overdone, especially for the southeastern. I don't see no mixed precipitations anywhere on Saturday. If it do, it just mainly rain, but that's it. And that's just like a 10 to 20% chance of rain. So I kind of disagree with this right here. So I would not be surprised maybe DC northbound to Maine could see a little bit of activity. But anyway, let's go ahead and move on. We got some snow from New Brunswick to Maine to Michigan to Wisconsin through the Dakotas, portion of Montana down to Iowa, also down toward Kentucky, Missouri. Patches of snow over portions of Oklahoma, North Texas, Colorado, and Wyoming. We got shower activity across the Gulfs, also stretching over across northern Florida, up the Atlantic coastal waters, along that frontal boundary. Thunderstorms and showers along the east coast of Florida down toward the Florida Keys. But like I say, this mixed precipitation from Alabama to maybe Virginia, I would not be surprised that would not happen. So I just want to give you a heads up on. I know I mentioned something last night, same thing, but I'm kind of disagreeing with this forecast here where they got it from the Weather Prediction Center. But this looks more like maybe just a scattered shower event, just mostly cloudy skies for your Saturday. Alright, let's move on into your Sunday forecast. And otherwise, expect dry high pressure to remain in charge of your local forecast area elsewhere. Alright, let's move on to your Sunday forecast. We're going to take a look at it. Alright, we got snow over here in Montana, through the Dakotas, Wyoming, Colorado, down through Kansas, a portion of South Dakota and Nebraska. More snow from Minnesota to Iowa to areas of Michigan, over toward Pennsylvania, west to Virginia, to New York State, Maine, to New Brunswick, also around Lake Huron, Lake Superior, Ottawa, and Toronto, Canada. Got mixed precipitation from eastern Maine to Delaware to Virginia. Now this could be right here. I'm gonna go ahead and add this in. Mixed precipitation from North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia, Panhandle, Florida. I doubt that, but maybe down into Georgia could be. But then we got shower activity across the portion of the Gulf, across Florida, Atlantic coastal water, thunderstorms and showers along the south coast of Florida and the Florida Keys. So anyway, I just want to give you a heads up, but if some of this here might not even be right here as well, might be just rain. So that's why just take this with a grain of salt here, from Florida Panhandle to North Carolina and Southern Virginia, because there might not be no mixed precipitation there as well. It could be just all rain. So something I'll keep an eye on. I'll have another update tomorrow and see what happens. But right now this could be right. But the one I showed you for Saturday, I'm definitely thinking that is not the right one, except maybe from Virginia northbound to Maine. That could be where most of the activity there, but anywhere from North Carolina down to Florida, that's where I disagree with their forecast on that. Otherwise, make dry high pressure tour made it your local forecast area for your Sunday. Alright, let's move on to the current watch and warning advisory map for your located across the nation. Alright, we got pockets of winter weather advisories across the board, from up here from Maine to New Hampshire, Vermont, Massachusetts, New York State to Pennsylvania, all the way down to West Virginia, portion of Ohio, down to Kentucky, also in the southeastern Kentucky. More winter weather advisory for Iowa to Minnesota to the Dakotas, and also into areas of Nebraska. Alright, we got special weather statement for northern Maine. We got more special weather statements across the board from northern Michigan, Wisconsin, down toward Iowa, Missouri to Kansas, also through Kentucky, western North Carolina, western Virginia, all of West Virginia as well, portion of Ohio. We got frost advisory with southeast Georgia, northern Florida, with a couple of freeze watches in effect there as well. Also, we got red flag warnings over central South Texas. Same up here in Nebraska, portion of Kansas, and also into areas of Colorado. Blizzard warnings up here in red across portions of North Dakota and also Minnesota, with cold weather advisories there as well. Even got some winter storm warnings over northern Wisconsin and also northwestern areas of Michigan. In the northern tip of Michigan, that is, up here around the Great Lakes. Alright, high wind warnings over portions of Wyoming, Montana, north and South Dakota. Cold weather advisory for northeastern Montana. High wind watches in effect for northern Montana. Also, dense fog advisories down here in areas of California, with air quality alerts elsewhere across Idaho, Oregon, and Washington State, and also some freezing fog advisories there also. Small craft advisory around a little bit around the Washington State area, then again from areas of Maine to the North Carolina Outer Bank, across southeast areas of Florida, then from Panhandle, Florida, back to southeast Texas, around the Hawaiian Chain Island, with some high surf warnings. High surf warnings and some flooded watches there as well. Around the Alaska region, with some freezing spray warnings in the blue, purple storm warnings. Inland, we have some winter weather advisory, winter storm warnings, also blizzard warnings, also winter storm watches also in effect there as well across the Alaska region. Alright, now let's move on to the Storm Prediction Center outlook. We're going to show you day 2. Day 2. Day 2 and 3 is pretty identical. General thunderstorm down here around the Miami area. Elsewhere, no precipitation expected. Alright, here's that outlook for your Sunday from the Columbia, South Carolina Weather Service office in Columbia. And we're going to show you their percentages. Last night there was a lot, about 40% for Camden, 45 here, but you can see it then dwindle down into the low 20s. Would not be surprised to see them numbers dwindle even more in their next updates coming up forward. But you can see the highest chance down here in Georgia, North Carolina, up, and also across eastern western North Carolina as well, and eastern Tennessee. Alrighty, well, hope everybody enjoyed the video. Make sure you subscribe if you have not. Like the video, share the video. We'll catch you back in the next one. So have a wonderful Friday evening, folks. Take care and also enjoy the weather, because the only weather you got.